is going on, guys? JD from New York here. And this is the number one fucking source right here on YouTube.com for everything WWE, man. This is Off the Script, episode number 90. 10 away from the big 100, man. The number one fucking podcast in your sub box right here on YouTube.com, man. This is part one for Friday, November 6th, man. It's a big day. Black Ops 3's out. I'm probably playing Black Ops 3 as you watch this fucking video, or I'm sleeping, man. I don't know, depending on how fucking terrible it is. We don't know yet, man, but it's Thursday. I just got out of work. News broke, and I fucking hate when news like this breaks when I'm at work, and my manager always fucking sticks it to me. I gotta work a fucking double. 13 fucking hours at work, and big news like this is breaking all over the internet. And I have no fucking microphone in front of me. I don't have any fucking where to go except work. And here I am. I've been pacing around all day at work, wanting to talk about this. This is the biggest Off the Script you're probably ever gonna see, man. I got a lot to fucking talk about. You guys know I'm gonna rant. And it's the one episode that you are wanting to see, man. The last 24 hours, you've been fucking thirsty for Off the Script, and I'm going to give it to you, man. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're not following me on Twitter, at JD from NY206. If you're not following the fucking channel, or if you're not subscribed to the channel, I should say, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for, man. Seriously, hit that subscribe button. Number one source. I don't say it because I say it, man. I say it because there's good reason behind it. And hopefully I prove that to you each and every fucking week. Alright, guys, let me get into some huge news. Huge news before we get into the fucking even bigger news about Seth Rollins. I will leave a timestamp for you fucking goons in the description down below if you don't give a fuck what I have to say. But I have to say it. Chris Denk, Denk Ops, you guys know him on YouTube.com. Well, I hope you do. Biggest WWE 2K16 YouTuber right now. And he's opening up a community channel, man. He's behind this community channel he just opened up, the Danger Zone. You know, Chris Danger, WWE 2K16. That is his guy on 2K16. I've been lobbying for a fucking match with Chris Danger, man. Mr. 9 to 5 versus Chris Danger at WrestleMania 32. Can you imagine the fucking asses that we'll put in those seats, bro? I think that's a fucking swell idea. But regardless of that, he's opening up a community channel, okay? And I want you guys to go subscribe to the community channel. I'm going to leave you a link in the description below, all right? What the community channel is he's looking for dedicated, loyal, great content creators out there who want to do WWE. This is perfect for me, man. I'm frustrated as a content creator. I'm frustrated that I can't seem to get ahead, man. I just need that one big break, and I think I could just take it from there. And he's providing that with this community channel, man, the Danger Zone. What I want you guys to do is I want you to fucking subscribe to Dank, number one, if you're not. Great content. Number two, I want you to follow him on Twitter. Number three, I want you to subscribe to the Danger Zone community channel. Number four, I want you to go to the community channel, and I want you to view that one video that they got there, and I want you to put in the comments section why you think JD would be the absolute best choice for him on that community channel, man, as a regular, all right? Next, I want you to go to his Twitter, and I want you to put in a good word for me. If you guys care about me, if you care about this show, if you care about my WWE content, you will do as I say. Because I love what I do for you guys. I do it each and every week without fail. I give you my fucking heart, my soul, blood, sweat, and tears, man. Each and every fucking week, no matter what I do, WWE style, man. I want you guys to go do that for me. It's very important. Danger Zone. All right? They also got a Twitter. I'll leave all the information down in the description below. So go and do that for me, guys. I would absolutely appreciate all your efforts on that one, all right? Number two. Chairshot Reality. You guys know I love LeBar, Eisenberg, Ghoulish. Chairshot has a podcast, man. I was on the podcast, and I talked about Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and how I would book The Shield going into WrestleMania 32. I was on there for about 15 minutes. Great fucking time. Great insight. Great podcast. If you guys want to go listen to what I thought of before the entire Seth Rollins injury, I will leave that down in the description below. Okay, so go check that out. Great listen. It's about 40 minutes long. You can listen to it after you listen to Off the Script here. Great listen. Like I said, I will leave you all the information on the Chairshot podcast where I was a special guest. Link down below. Joe Cronin and I did episode number 4 of Out of Nowhere. If you missed it on his channel, I will leave you a link in the description below on that one as well. WrestleCrate.com. I got a unboxing coming soon. I just got my crate. It's sitting right behind me for October 2015. WrestleCrate.com. They also deliver in the UK now. I'll leave you both the US and the UK links down below. Use my code JDSENTME for an instant 10% off. And as always, ProWrestlingTees.com/WWE Off the Script. Massive sales, man. Massive. Major sales coming up for Black Friday after Thanksgiving. I will fill you in on all that. ProWrestlingTees.com/WWE Off the Script. And now, let's get into the news, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to all the important bullshit. I gotta get it out there, otherwise you won't know it. But timestamp is in the description for you fucking assholes who don't want to listen to me and just want to get right to the news. But obviously, if you've fucking been all over the internet, you know what's going on. If not, you're probably living under a fucking rock or in a cave somewhere. Seth Rollins... Not good, man. I'm devastated over this news. And WWE is fucking floating up shit's creek right now. Seth Rollins to vacate the WWE Championship due to injury. As you are more than aware, it was believed by a source within WWE that Seth Rollins had suffered a tweaked knee during a match with Kane at a WWE live event in Dublin this week. Okay? There's a video floating around. We played it on Out of Nowhere. If you guys want to go check it out, I'm sure you can find it. I'm not going to link you here. Alright. Jonathan Coachman actually broke the news. Last night in Dublin, WWE Champion Seth Rollins suffered a right ACL, MCL, meniscus tear, out 6 to 9 months. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins suffered significant injuries and will be out of action for the next 6 to 9 months at a bare minimum. Obviously, Rollins will not be able to compete at Survivor Series against Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins has now officially vacated the WWE Championship. And WWE, as of right now, do not take my word on this because plans will change. They always do, but I would prefer this. WWE has ordered a tournament at Survivor Series to crown a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion at the event on November 22nd. WWE.com has confirmed the tournament, and Jonathan Coachman has tweeted the following. Alright, he obviously went into detail about what Seth Rollins went through, how long he's going to be out.
3 Ultimate. More
then he
fly,
tweets at WWE to hold tournament at Survivor Series to crown a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. The WWE roster was already short-stacked by the absence of John Cena and Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar. You can include Daniel Bryan in that one as well. Seth Rollins has been one of the most important performers to WWE programming for the last 2 years. WWE's roster is even more depleted, and there are serious concerns as to how WWE will cope with a loss of this magnitude. Any updates I hear regarding Seth Rollins and what is going to happen with the WWE Championship, I will absolutely fill you in on this weekend's Off the Script, because Monday is when it's all going to fucking come to a head, man. If you thought Monday Night Raw was boring, boy, did that change this week, man. Monday Night Raw is absolutely must-see TV. Now, on top of this news, WWE is in huge fucking panic mode, man. They're reaching out to Cena. They're reaching out to Lesnar. Lesnar possibly returning at the Survivor Series. There's a lot of speculation that Brock Lesnar is returning to WWE earlier than expected. The breaking news of the day, obviously, I just went over it. Seth Rollins tearing his ACL, MCL, and meniscus. WWE is having a championship tournament to determine the next WWE champion at Survivor Series. Rollins' injury is horrible timing. Cena, Bryan, Orton are all currently absent from WWE television for one reason or another. WWE needed Rollins. They're going to have to figure something out. As far as filling Rollins' void on the roster, WWE is reportedly, and I state frantically making phone calls to a number of major talents to return and appear on weekly television. Obviously, Brock Lesnar's name is at the top of that list. Lesnar is not scheduled to return to WWE for a while. Right now, Lesnar is currently on a hunting trip, and they state a huge hunting trip in Alberta, Canada. However, WWE is in a predicament where they could be willing to pay more money for more dates on Lesnar's contract. There is no, and I stress this, no guarantee that Brock is coming back to the WWE right now. So don't take me and misconstrue what I tell you here as truth. This is simply a rumor. Brock right now is no guarantee to come back to the WWE. WWE officials are no doubt trying to bring him back to help boost ratings and the roster in the absence of so many bigger names being out. There's a lot of speculation that Brock Lesnar will not only appear at the Survivor Series, but he will actually regain and become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. That is from WrestleZone.com. This is a huge story, man. You know, there's going to be developments all fucking weekend, all right? And finally, major changes for Monday Night Raw and Survivor Series. The past 24 hours have been a nightmare for WWE. The majority of their original plans for Survivor Series, shredded up, tossed it in the trash. They got thrown out the window as soon as Seth Rollins was announced as he vacated the WWE Championship by tearing his ACL, MCL, and meniscus. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins is out of action. Obviously, the reported time is 6 to 9 months. Seth vacated the championship, and WWE is pulling out an old trick from the 1998 Survivor Series to have the championship tournament on November 22nd. According to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer Live, WWE is frantically searching to bring performers back on next week's Monday Night Raw in an attempt to fill the void of Rollins' injury and Rollins that he has left on the roster. The rumored plans right now, or the rumored plans, I should say, were for Rollins to remain WWE Champion until WrestleMania. So plans are going to change drastically for WWE programming between now and then. The talent depth is abnormally thin right now due to the absence of Bryan, Cena, Lesnar, and Orton. And now Rollins. You can add Rollins to that list, obviously. WWE has reportedly contacted both Cena and Lesnar already to appear on Raw. It's extremely likely that whatever the plan was for the Brothers of Destruction versus the Wyatt family feud are going to move forward at an accelerated rate. Betting odds would dictate that both Kane and The Undertaker make their return to WWE television on Monday. WWE is currently rewriting everything for Monday Night Raw and Survivor Series. It's going to be an interesting weekend, and it's going to be interesting to see what WWE does with the current roster. One thing is a guarantee: WWE can't handle any more injuries, man. There are going to be a lot of sleepless nights. There are going to be a lot of frustration at the offices in Stamford, Connecticut, man. People aren't going to be seeing their families. People are going to be fucking with a pen and paper in front of them all fucking weekend to book Monday Night Raw and to book Survivor Series, man. This is absolutely one of the biggest stories of the year. And there's both positives and negatives to this. But I'm going to start off, after I just threw all the news at you, I'm going to state this. WWE is to blame. WWE committed the biggest fucking crime that there is by putting Seth Rollins out there in a match with fucking Kane again. Number one. And this was tweeted to me by I don't know how many fucking people. Kane was abducted by the Wyatt family. There's no reason for him to be in the fucking ring. Number one. Absolutely none. There's no reason for Kane to be abducted on Monday Night Raw and then show up on a fucking house show and fight Seth Rollins in a fucking no DQ match with table spots off the top rope. He's supposed to be abducted. I don't give a fuck if it's a house show, man. He should not be anywhere near a ring. Period. Done. That's where WWE fucked up. Number one. Number two, why are you treating Seth Rollins like this? Okay, I understand he's the fucking champion I understand he needs to be seen with the title. He needs to appear at house shows. But for Christ's sakes, man, is it that important to put a fucking title on the line at the house show? I don't even know if the title was on the line. To put him in a match against Kane, was it that important for the fucking WWE audience in Dublin, Ireland? Of all fucking matches, you gotta put him against Kane. I'm sure people were crying in the front row that they didn't get to see the fucking match. Stupid. Stupid. You want to talk about kayfabe being dead, right? You fucking bullshit Lana and you bullshit Rusev and you fucking punish them for God knows what because they wanted to get married, right? Kayfabe is dead, right? Kayfabe is dead here. Same shit. Seth Rollins in a match with Kane, who was abducted by the fucking Wyatt family. Where did he go? Nobody knows, but he's appearing in the fucking ring. I'm heated. I'm heated. This is how you treat your number one guy for the past 2 years. This is what you do to the one guy who has went out there and performed A+ every single fucking time you asked him. This is what you do to him. He worked all this time. He worked so hard. You worked so hard to push him and get him to this fucking level. And now he's done. Now he's done. 6 to 9 months. He is fucking done. All the plans, all the potential ideas, all the brilliant ideas, one that I had, finished. Finished for Seth Rollins. You all wanted a triple threat match at WrestleMania with Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns, right? Fuck that. That's not happening. Why? Because he was put into a huge match, an important match against Kane in Dublin, Ireland. Great job, WWE. Great fucking job. Absolute stupidity on WWE. Stupidity. I don't even know what else to say, man. I really don't. I really don't. All that is gone. Do you want to know my fucking idea? I was actually going to make a video about this for Dank and his girlfriend Michelle, and I was going to submit this to the fucking Danger Zone YouTube. I was going to do it. I was going to do it. My idea was absolutely fucking brilliant about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins at the Survivor Series for the WWE Championship. You have Dean Ambrose fuck over Roman Reigns. You turn him heel, right? And then you have Rollins and Reigns go again in a TLC match. And you have Ambrose fuck him up. You have Ambrose fuck him over. And then this bleeds into the Royal Rumble. You get at least 2 pay-per-views with Rollins and Reigns for the WWE Championship, right? You got fresh blood in the championship scene in WWE. Now we come to the Royal Rumble. Now we come to the Royal Rumble, where WWE could have every opportunity to make up for past mistakes with the last 2 Rumbles that were absolutely atrocious. You would book the Royal Rumble in a way that it reminds us of days of old, right? And in the outcome, you would see Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, the last 2 guys in the ring. And you would book them in the same manner you booked Lex Luger and Bret Hart in the 1994 Royal Rumble, where there was dual winners. From there, nobody knows who won the Royal Rumble. We're going back and forth on camera angles, whose foot hit the floor first, etc., etc. That's the easiest way. They could have did it. You got dual winners. WWE comes to a conclusion that we don't know who won the fucking Royal Rumble. Let's put them both in a match against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Triple threat for the WWE Championship. Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose. Triple threat. All former members of the Shield. You got your backstory. You got 3 guys who can work their ass off in a main event. There you go. I just gave you your WrestleMania main event. Now, all that brilliance that I just gave you, is that going to happen in 2016? Of course not. Why? Because WWE thinks we want to see Kane against Seth Rollins for the title overseas. Did you see the match that they had at Hell in a Cell, man? I don't, because I was sleeping. Trash. Absolute fucking garbage. Okay? Tell me if I don't even know what Kane was doing. Was he in corporate suit or was he in the fucking big red suit? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even want to know. All my eyes were fixated on was Seth Rollins' knee when it twisted in fucking 16 different directions by trying to do a sunset flip power bomb off the top rope And Kane just stood there. Stood there. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. Now, you want to go to the positives about all this. And I'm heated. I'm fucking heated. So I apologize for the fucking yelling. But as a passionate wrestling fan, shit like this fucking pisses me off. The positives here, okay? Obviously now, WWE, they have nowhere else to go. They have nowhere else to go. They have to fucking push who they have on the roster right now. And I'm not talking about Brock Lesnar or John Cena. That is a fucking mistake already by what I just read to you, man. They're reaching out to the fucking guys that they always rely on. That's what they're saying to the fucking guys they got on the roster. Oh, you guys aren't ready for the world title. We're gonna call Lesnar and Cena up because they're the fucking they're the guys making the most money. That's what they want to do. Those are the guys that are going to bring in the most ratings. Fuck Owens, fuck Cesaro, fuck Ziggler, fuck Wyatt, fuck Neville, fuck this one, fuck that one. That's what they're saying to everybody on the WWE roster. Everybody. Everybody. That's the wrong idea. You don't need Cena and you don't need Lesnar. You don't. This tournament, if it does happen at the Survivor Series, does not need these guys. Period. I don't want to see Lesnar. I don't want to see Cena. Done. What you need to do. And a lot of you may fucking roll your eyes at me. I swear to God, this is the right decision to do. The entire Survivor Series card has to be redone. I don't give a fuck what you had going on. Del Rio and Swagger, scrap it. Scrap it. Alright? The Undertaker, Kane, Wyatt thing, scrap it. You don't need Bray Wyatt to fight his guys' battles for him. All right? If you want to bring Sting back, fine. Make it a six-man tag. Make it a 3-on-3. Kane, Undertaker, and Sting versus Strowman, Harper, and Rowan. That's it. You don't need Bray Wyatt. What Bray Wyatt needs to do is he needs to be in the tournament. Bray Wyatt, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Del Rio. Who else did I have? Cesaro. Those guys need to be in the tournament. You have nobody else. You have nobody else. Where's my fucking phone? Where's my fucking phone? I took a picture of what I would do for the tournament and how I would book Survivor Series. Let me go to my photos because I tweeted it out. Here we go. Roman Reigns. This is what I would do. Bracket to bracket. The entire tournament has to be laid out on Monday Night Raw. The entire tournament has to be laid out on Monday Night Raw. I don't even know if they have enough guys on the roster to make qualifying matches to get into the tournament. But all I know is that this needs to be the biggest deal WWE has fucking put their hands on in 2015. Seriously. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for match number 1 in that tournament. If it is a tournament. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Del Rio versus Cesaro. That's match 1 and match 2. Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. And then Triple H comes back. This is what you need to do, WWE. If you're not listening to me, you're doing it all wrong. Triple H needs to come back and belittle, berate, tear Rollins down. Tear Rollins down. Tear him a new asshole. Number 1, what that does is it creates Triple H as a monster heel. You need him to be heel. Number 2, you fucking put Triple H in the tournament. He's going to do what Seth Rollins failed to do. He let Triple H down. You put Triple H in the tournament, you got Triple H in the field of 8 for the WWE Championship. He's going to do what Seth Rollins could not do, and that is make the Authority proud. Make the Authority stronger than they ever were, because he's got to get in there and get his hands dirty. Number 3, what this does in the long run when Seth Rollins comes back is it makes him a fucking huge, and I mean huge face. You want that Triple H versus Seth Rollins match to take place? Oh, it'll happen because Triple H, everybody will remember Triple H belittling and putting down Seth Rollins for this incident, that when he comes back, which should be after WrestleMania, you got your SummerSlam, one of the SummerSlam main events lined up for Brooklyn, New York. You got a huge face in Seth Rollins when he comes back. People are going to adore him against Triple H. There you got it. You already got your SummerSlam or one of your SummerSlam main events booked in Seth Rollins versus Triple H. All right? Triple H comes in, gets his hands dirty. He's in the field of 8. And finally, what WWE needs to do here. And I don't fucking care what they have going on lawsuit-wise. Daniel Bryan needs to be in the fucking tournament. Daniel Bryan needs to be a part of this. If he is medically cleared, which I know he is, because I've had subscribers, I have people on my Twitter who talk to him personally. They told me that he is cleared. He is ready to go. Bryan needs to be in the WWE Championship hunt. He needs to be in this tournament if it's taking place. So what I do, Triple H versus Daniel Bryan in round 1. We get a fucking match, a WrestleMania rematch from WrestleMania 30, and we got the Field of 8 booked. So that makes Reigns, Owens, Del Rio, Cesaro, Ambrose, Wyatt, Triple H, and Bryan. There you got it. Face against heel. Face against heel. Face against heel. Face against heel. Done. Done. Okay? And then, the second round. Reigns versus Del Rio. Reigns would beat Owens. I don't give a fuck about you Kevin Owens fans. Reigns has got to be in the finals. WWE wants Reigns. He's going to be there. Reigns versus Del Rio. Bray Wyatt. And yes, Del Rio would beat Cesaro. You're not going to pay him all this kinds of money and make him the United States Champion to lose to Cesaro. Tough luck. And then you got Wyatt versus Bryan. Bryan will go on to beat Triple H, all right? Bray Wyatt gets a victory on pay-per-view. He beats Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is disgruntled, yada, yada, yada. He's frustrated. Nobody helped him. Roman Reigns is all about himself. He's sick of Roman Reigns and everybody fucking clamoring for Roman Reigns. The frustration is building there. So you got Reigns against Del Rio and Wyatt against Bryan. Reigns would beat Del Rio. Bryan would beat Wyatt. They got a history going on. They got a big history. And Bryan would win. It would be Reigns versus Bryan in the finals of the tournament. Now, you could go either way with this. You can have Ambrose turn on Reigns. Or you can have Reigns turn on Ambrose. Either one. But me, I would do Ambrose, turn Ambrose, have him turn on Reigns, have him fuck over Reigns. Bryan wins the WWE Championship at the Survivor Series. He holds it until WrestleMania. WrestleMania 32, main event will include Daniel Bryan. Then you can go on to the Royal Rumble 2016 and do what I said about the Luger Hart thing with Ambrose and Reigns. You have dual winners of the Royal Rumble. You can have Daniel Bryan versus Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. You build both guys up. You have Daniel Bryan looking strong. You have him defend against whomever you want for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble, going on into Fastlane, and then you got a month free in March with no pay-per-view, and then you got WrestleMania in April. That's how I would do it. That is what I would do. That's how I would book this tournament. That's how I would lay it out for the pay-per-view. On top of that, you got Charlotte versus Paige for the Divas Championship. You do what I said with the Brothers of Destruction and Sting. You bring him back, and you have him team with the Brothers of Destruction against Strowman, Harper, and Rowan. You got the New Day versus the Lucha Dragons for the Tag Team Championship, and that's it. And then you have the entire tournament, man. King of the Ring style, 15-minute first round, 30-minute second round, 60-minute final. You go back to the old school way of doing things. You know, you want to fucking copy a tournament? Listen, look at the King of the Ring 1993. That's the way a tournament should be built, man. You can have a draw. You can go either way with this, man. You can just build it off that. I know they had a tournament back in 98 for the WWE Championship, for Survivor Series. You know, I don't know what what they have planned. You know, if they don't have a tournament, maybe a fucking Elimination Chamber at the Survivor Series. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't. But this is what I would do, man. Tournament style. I think people would be invested in that. I think people would be excited about it. And you have Ambrose turn on Reigns to close the pay-per-view because that's where the shock and awe comes into play. That's how you leave the pay-per-view off. People are like, holy shit. Roman Reigns has Bryan beat with a Superman punch. Ambrose fucks him over, turns heel. Because if you have Roman Reigns turn on Dean Ambrose, you know, it might not have that same impact. Dean Ambrose is loved by everybody, man. Everybody's clamoring for Dean Ambrose to have a bigger role. If he turns heel on Roman Reigns and fucks him over, come on, man. That's fucking awesome. You close the pay-per-view like that, boom. Everybody's going to be invested in Monday Night Raw as to why Dean Ambrose turned on Roman Reigns. Daniel Bryan's the WWE Champion. We got a true face of the company, which I've always said was Daniel Bryan, to follow John Cena's footsteps. That's how I would do it, man. Tell me if I'm crazy or not. I know I got good ideas, bro. I know I got good ideas. This is exactly what I would do for the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan, all I know out of everything that I said in this video, Daniel Bryan needs to come back now. If they don't, I am not going to be invested in what they got going on. They're either going to give it to someone who we already know, like Lesnar or Cena. God forbid these fucking boring outcomes. I love Lesnar, but I don't think he should be WWE Champion yet. WWE has an opportunity to build somebody new that we haven't seen for months, years in the championship picture. Why give it to Lesnar? Why give it to Cena? Why go the safe route? Take a fucking risk. Half of your fucking big guys are out. Do it. Take a fucking risk, man. There's no reward in playing it safe. Nobody wants safe, man. People want different. People want different. This is different. You gotta push the Owens. You gotta push the Bryans. You gotta push the Ambroses, the Wyatts, the Cesaros. You gotta push these guys, man. You gotta do it. Monday Night Raw. If you thought the ratings were slipping on Monday night, man, WWE needs to grab a big rating for this, man. Everybody's going to be interested in what they got going on, and they have to hit a home run on Monday. Survivor Series needs to be big. This needs to be the biggest happening in WWE all year. A new champion is being crowned, man. They can't take this lightly. They have to make it important. They have to make it as epic as possible. If not, I'm done. I give up. I give up, man. I really do. I can't be sitting here every fucking week booking WWE the way everybody wants to see it, and then WWE just going to turn around and give it to Lesnar. It's the safest route. Yeah, give it to Cena. Cena's not supposed to be back till fucking the end of December. You're going to bring him back a month and a half early to put the title on him? So what does that do with Del Rio? Obviously, he lost to Del Rio. He wants the title that Del Rio took. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't understand WWE's mindset right now. We're going to find out on Monday. That's what I would do. Let me know what you guys think. I'm heated, man. I told you this was going to be a heated episode. Let me know what you guys think about everything I said. Let me know what you guys think about the Rollins injury, etc., etc. I'm done. If I hear anything, I'll be back on part 2 with more news about this, man. Seth Rollins out. 6 to 9 months. Vacates the WWE Championship. This is JD. This is Off the Script. Number 90, part 1. Hit that thumbs up if you did enjoy the video. I'll be back with part 2 as always, right here on YouTube.com. The number 1 fucking source for everything WWE, right here on YouTube.com. If you guys are missing my WWE 2K60 My Career, shame on you, man. Everything you need is in the description below. Go check that description out. Lots of important information for you guys over there. Danger Zone, WrestleCrate, Pro Wrestling Tees, 2K16, you name it, it's all down there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all back here on Off the Script for Saturday morning. Talk to you later, guys. Daniel Bryan, man. It's got to be Daniel Bryan. Got to be.